I think Edson is firstly independent, can give its customers advice on their direction with SAP without thinking about necessarily a corporate internal situation, and that allows us to provide brutally honest advice sometimes to customers that I find customers really appreciate. We've developed a set of services for those customers who need to move from their existing SAP ERP platform, whether it be ECC or R3 or whatever, over to S4, to think about what's involved in that move and if they should do it, how they should do it, why they should do it, what are the benefits of doing it, and what's the most appropriate way to do it. And for some customers it might not be, but for many it will be. It's SAP's latest product set, it's a direction of travel, but you need a rounded set of logical reasons for doing that. Not only technology, of course that's one of the reasons for doing it in terms of the life cycle of technology, but also from a business process perspective, from a people and change perspective, there's an impact, and also from a data perspective, what are the real reasons for making that change. So we have a set of package services which help you understand what the options are and what's most suitable for your business. Yeah, we've been looking at licensing for a couple of years now. We've developed a service that is complementary to our S4 roadmap service that thinks about the licensing situation overall with SAP. You know, it's not just about what you should do going forward, but think about what you have now, what you've purchased in the past, how you can leverage that going forward, and then what makes sense, you know, with the future products. As the SAP set of products has grown, then of course licensing becomes more complex, and there's more than just, you know, the simple situation of how many users and how many licenses to think about. There's lots of different types of license, different ways of using them, and also, you know, opportunities that SAP have bought recently to allow people to resolve their differences on licensing. So we have a set of services which helps you understand what's the right thing for you to do in order to be able to rationalise those things and get to a sensible outcome. I think very often Edson projects begin where the customer knows they want to do something but doesn't understand exactly what it is they want to do. That's quite often the call that we get. Customers who are perhaps running SAP but don't get the best out of it and want to improve it. So one customer in retail, as an example, they had an on-premise SAP system that was 5 or 6 years old. They were struggling to maintain it. They were struggling to improve it and match it to the changes in their business because it had been installed and they didn't understand enough to be able to move it forward. So in that case, Edson ran a couple of initiatives to get them current. One, a discovery project to work out what to do next, and another to actually help maintain the current situation while they decided how to move forward. That led to the implementation of what we call the suite on HANA in the cloud. Actually, in this case, in SAP's cloud, but it could have been in one of many cloud options. The implementation of SAP's car product in retail. So, in order to get the best out of the data that's built up, and a number of improvements in that project around security and access and licensing and so on to improve the use of the system. In another project, almost a greenfield site for a pharmaceutical business who knew they wanted to move on to SAP, at least for finance. We ran the discovery project to work out what the scope should be of that initiative, and stayed with the customer right through the implementation of the S4 product set with integration and business warehouse coupled with that solution. So Edson stayed alongside. We didn't do everything in that project, in the implementation, which is very common in our projects. We did the program management, etc., and the technical management, but used an SI to implement the S4 part, which is quite common. In the end, overall for the customer, a real success, and they're getting the best out of that solution now. I think whenever you have that situation where SAP has been embedded for a long time, of course it is completely integrated in your business. SAP bring out new products or new versions of products, and you have that constant, what feels like a pressure to move to the next product. What you should do, I would say every 5 years perhaps, is take a look at where you are. Does it suit your business need? That's the first thing. Your business will change constantly. You got to keep that product tuned to your business, supporting your business. Think about the new solutions, of course, but move to them in a logical way that supports your business. We have a set of package services that allow you to do that in a repeatable way, if you like. So you can run that process, work out where your business is going, work out what you would need to change in SAP in order to support your business moving in the direction it wants to move in. And we design that around 4 basic facets. Of course, there's the technology, but for me, that's the underpinning, if you like. There's the business process part, which many organizations don't focus on enough. There's the data set, and making that data set work in SAP for a lot of customers is a challenge, so help with that. And there's the people and organization part, which companies don't pay enough attention to, in my experience. So those 4 things together really help you get the best out of the ERP product set that SAP provide. Whichever one it is, that technique works. So we use that as a baseline package service to help you understand where you need to go.